Testing, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Strongback retract has started.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At T-minus 4 minutes, 20 seconds, the Falcon 9 sits on the pad as pressurized fuel is being put in the last few minutes. T-minus 4 minutes and counting. The second stage helium tanks are being pressurized for flight. The vapor you see there is the propellant leaking into the warm, humid atmosphere of Southern California. That cryogenic fluid is several hundred degrees below zero, and it has to evaporate so it doesn't overpressurize. We see the same effect in Florida, especially.
Stage 1 LOX load is complete.
T-minus 3 minutes and counting. Stage 2 loading has been completed. If you haven't had a chance yet, be sure to like the stream, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel as we do more of this every week. T-minus 2 minutes, 35 seconds. T-minus 2 minutes and counting. One 50, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150.
Stage 2 LOX load is complete.
Stage 2 LOX load is complete. T-minus 1 minute, 36 seconds and counting. One little bit of trouble here, lots of trouble here. 1, 2, 3, trouble, trouble, trouble.
Ground gas closeouts.
No trouble, no trouble. Mid trouble, mid trouble. 1, 2, 3. T-minus 1 minute and 20 seconds. At the T-minus 1 minute mark, the terminal count will be in effect. Ground launch sequencer will be able to stop and abort if there's anything wrong in the last 60 seconds of the count. Let's stand by for that terminal count and listen in to launch control at SpaceX headquarters.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
Now we're waiting for the launch director to give their okay at the T45 second mark.
LD is go for launch.
Go for launch. We are ready to go. Beautiful weather in Vandenberg, Southern California. T-minus 35 seconds and counting. The Falcon 9 will be launching 23 Starlink satellites to low Earth orbit. T-minus 20 seconds. We'll see you on the other side of the launch.
T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Go Falcon, go Starlink.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
And a beautiful liftoff from Pad 4E at Vandenberg Space Force Base in Southern California. This view is from the top of the booster first stage, looking down at the plume.
Power and telemetry nominal.
That call out indicates that everything is looking just fine for this mission. Everything is nominal and good to go on track.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
That call out indicates that the Falcon 9 rocket has exceeded the speed of sound, now going supersonic. On the left side of the screen, you can see the speed indicator of the first stage along with the altitude. Once staging occurs and the second stage is on its own, you'll see that indicator on the right side as it continues to climb.
MVAC chill has started.
The MVAC engine is a single Merlin vacuum engine that's optimized for spaceflight in the vacuum of space. They are now chilling the feed lines for that engine so that when it lights up, it will be ready to go with the correct amount of fuel chilled in the line so there's no gas escaping too much. 1, 2, no trouble, no trouble, lots of trouble. Sounds very staticky in my ear. We are standing by for several events in rapid succession here. Main engine cutoff, followed by booster separation. Second engine Merlin vacuum engine ignition. And here we go.
Main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
MVAC ignition.
And a gorgeous view of the multiple events there. Booster separation, second engine ignite, and now the first stage engine has deployed these grid fins. They are titanium alloy, 4 feet by 5 feet in diameter. On the right, now
fairing separation confirmed.
That call out indicates that the fairings have separated, and now the Starlink satellites are in the vacuum of space. And we see the Merlin vacuum single engine there on the right, burning, going up to about 9,000 kilometers per hour, out to the 108 kilometers, while the booster will be attaining an orbit of about.
Both vehicles are on nominal trajectories.
Nominal trajectories meaning they're both in line and in the right place at the right time at the right speed. Out to the first stage booster at 110 kilometers, they'll max out at about 113, 114. That's called the apogee. The apogee will be the highest point above the Earth, and it will start to fall back down on the right, going up to passing 10,000 kilometers per hour out to 128 kilometers. On the left, you can see some cold jet thrusters that are helping to orient the first stage booster for its boost back burn so that it can begin to re-enter the Earth's atmosphere and land on the barge in the Pacific Ocean. On the right, the single stage Merlin vacuum engine continuing past 11,000 kilometers per hour out to 143 kilometers. This view on the left is of the inner stage ring looking back at the sky where the Merlin vacuum second stage engine left, and that is part of the inner stage ring coming back. We are standing by for a boost back burn from the first stage booster as it begins to fall.
Both vehicles continue to follow nominal trajectories.
That call out indicates that everything is going A-OK at this point. This is the room setting, 1, 2, 3. This is the studio setting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Room setting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
And now the first stage booster will begin to return rapidly, starting to pass through 50 kilometers, slowing down dramatically. And this process is what creates the black soot on the first stage.
Entry burn shutdown.
There we have the first stage shutdown engine. That soot is being deposited on the base of the Falcon 9 booster first stage because it's traveling through the exhaust plume, and that hydrocarbons get on the outside exterior of the Falcon 9. Now passing 25 kilometers on the first stage, 5,000 kilometers per hour, while the second stage,
Stage 1 FTS is saved.
that call out for the first stage means the flight termination system, the explosives that can blow it up if it's going off course, have been saved, so it will not intentionally or accidentally blow up. It will be coming home. Now passing 10 kilometers on that first stage, we are standing by for the landing burn. This will be 3 of the engines lighting at first, and then as it gets closer
Stage
to
1 transonic.
now less than the speed of sound, the one engine will actually land on the
Stage
barge.
2 FTS is saved.
That flight termination system now turned off on the second stage. Now it is just about getting ready to be in orbit. Let's stand by for that landing burn.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Stage 2 is in terminal guidance.
Landing leg deploy. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
And for the 23rd time, Booster 1087 lands on the barge, So I Just So Love You. Perfect landing out there on the barge in the Pacific. The second stage is now about to be in orbit. We'll get a good call out here for the engine shutdown.
And back shutdown.
Good call out there for the MVAC shutdown. Good nominal orbit confirmation.
Nominal orbit insertion.
There we go. The second stage and the Starlink satellites are now traveling into a coast phase around the Earth. It'll do this for about 50 minutes and then do a short burn. To circleize the orbit, and then in about 50 minutes time they will be deploying the Starlink satellites in the proper orbit, and they will confirm that on their X Twitter page. You can see that, and we'll confirm it on our page in the next month. For the astronomers, I'm Professor Jim Caffey. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate your support, and be sure to subscribe and follow us for more great astronomy and spaceflight content. We will see you next time.